High school sports fans, Varsity Media Pass is the exclusive live stream partner of Nassau County playoffs. For semifinal and championship coverage of boys and girls lacrosse, flag football, and baseball, head to varsitymediapass.com to order. Varsity Media is the home for New York high school sports.
Ed Walsh Field this evening is home to one of the most special days on the high school lacrosse calendar in America. It is Regs Rock Lacrosse Day for Heroes in honor of the late Sergeant James J. Regan, a Manhasset resident who played for Chaminade, and that's why these two teams meet on the field every year. Well, a pleasant good evening to you, Dylan Butler, alongside Brian Soper for what is always an incredible evening, an incredible day, really. It's the fourth game of a day-long celebration of not just lacrosse, but obviously the Army Ranger lead the way. And, of course, James Regan, who, as we mentioned, wore number 19 for Chaminade, grew up in Manhasset, and ultimately gave his life for his country.
Just feels right. Just watch Duke play as they march towards Memorial Day weekend, as you start to think about all those soldiers who gave great sacrifices for our country. It's just a tremendous day of lacrosse, two special programs here, and just a great way to honor a hero, right, that is part of the lacrosse community.
His number was 19, as we showed you in the open, and there you see James Regan, unbelievable player. Was when we spoke with longtime Chaminade coach Jack Moran, said he was our best player for 2 years running. As you mentioned, went on to Duke, played great, got a degree in economics, went downtown like so many do, and that just wasn't his thing, right? His calling was larger than that, and obviously went on and even in the Army Rangers, and even he always led, right? He was first in class, second in class, one of the top in his class, and as you mentioned, right, ultimately gave his life for his country in Afghanistan.
He's one of those guys. He's like our Pat Tillman, the lacrosse community Pat Tillman, who graduate from Duke with an economics degree. You could pretty much do anything you want, and the fact that you're gonna enlist in the military and serve our country is just what Regan's all about, the family's all about, and why we're here today.
And we're going to be treated to a fun late regular season game, and it's a unique one for Chaminade because for the past 2 years now, it's come after what ultimately became a championship loss, right? So it's kind of a cool second chance to end your season in a really good way, and that's been the focus for these Flyers these last few days.
I think it's important. Chaminade's a young team, especially on attack. The fact that you have that taste in your mouth of the loss to St. Anthony's, I think if I'm Jack Moran and his staff, I'm saying our season next year starts today, and we get to kind of build from there throughout the summer. But just a tremendous opportunity to play, again, later in the year, but it's a great opportunity for Chaminade.
We take a look at the impact players for Chaminade, and they're brought to you by Curve Breakers. Get ahead in school with Curve Breakers Test Prep, whether you're tackling the digital SAT, New York State Regents exams, or APs. Our dedicated tutors and resources are here to guide you every step of the way. Visit CurveBreakersTestPrep.com today and unlock your potential. And as we mentioned, it's NCAA time, and a lot of people's thoughts go to the Calvinals and the Lynches, right? And what a name that is, what a legacy it's been for Chaminade. Gavin, the latest now to bring that, and as we mentioned, that's the number Ben Fox is wearing. Jimmy Regan's number 19. It's voted on before the start of the season, and he was the unanimous choice.
Yeah, Fox going to UNC, tremendously hard worker, weight room guy, just a leader for Chaminade. And then you have Lynch, right? He comes off the bus shooting. He's the offensive guy. He's the spark for the midfield. And they're going to look to get him going early for Chaminade.
As we take a look at Manhasset, listen, this is a team, this is their final test, right, before the second season begins. And it has been one of a lot of introspection, right, for Keith Cromwell and his staff, trying to figure out the right guys, dealing with injuries and the like. They're not that team that's running and gunning as they've done the last few years, right? Cal Girard at Duke right now, so they've got to win games in a different way, and we're seeing that from those results down the stretch, right? 1-goal loss, 7-6, I think, or 1-goal win against Massapequa to end the season. Before that, a 1-goal loss to Southside.
Manhasset's going to prepare their playoff game against Roslyn. They played them earlier in the year, tough. I think this is a great opportunity for Coach Cromwell against a really good opponent, to perhaps work on some of the things that you're trying to get better at as you get into this playoff. Roslyn's going to be tough, and then you're staring at Southside and Garden City. So there's a great opportunity for Manhasset versus a great opponent to get better tonight.
Let's take a look at the impact players for the Indians, also brought to you by Curve Breakers. And on an attack that again has been struggling, they haven't put up numbers as they have in previous years. Patrick Arnold has been key to that attacking unit. And on the back end, we've talked about Mulholland. We'll continue to talk about him today, but Fleck has been that really great 2 in that 1-2 punch in a very, very good back end.
Mondiello back helps, takes some pressure off some of the other guys. Arnold's playing his best lacrosse right now. Game-winning goal against Massapequa, lefty, high IQ. And then you have Fleck, right, who stepped up huge to support Jack Mulholland down there on defense and replacing Jack Morrison, who they lost. So Fleck, he's a guy who's going to play college lacrosse next year. Not sure where. Some teams, a little late to the game, but he's going to find a home because he's a great player.
That's the thing about Long Island lacrosse this time of year. The teams that don't make the NCAA tournament, they're here. They're camping out for these games, for St. Anthony Chaminade, and the upcoming playoffs. Let's take a look at the starting lineups first for Chaminade, and the Flyers starting lineup also brought to you by Curve Breakers. And really an unchanged one from the St. Anthony's loss. Cutton, Gillis, Balsamo up front. Lynch, O'Connor, and Tully in your midfield. Fox, D'Agostino, and Fitzpatrick at close D. Facing off, of course, Quinn Ball, and he will be a centerpiece of the storyline this evening. And Sal Caputo, what a great job he's done in the cage as well for the Flyers. There you see Sally Boy. 101 saves on the year for the Massapequa Park native heading to Iona.
Sal, he's a great goalie, right? A little undersized, but he makes up in heart and competitiveness. He played tremendous against St. Anthony's. That was some war between him and Ford. Going to Iona, just a kid who works really hard in the offseason, and he's going to work really hard this summer to prepare for Iona.
And for the Indians of Manhasset, their starters also presented by Curve Breakers. And this is what was given to us from Keith Cromwell, and you've got some late breaking news here, but one, as you mentioned, Mondiello is a key here, still dealing with a hamstring, so you have him play up an attack. He doesn't have to do as much running.
Yeah, Dan O'Connor is going to replace Sheeran there on the attack, and then Colin, they've been running out of the midfield, and they really like what they're seeing so far with those results, and adding him to Petroselli leader, that's a tough midfield, and 2 of those guys are going to get short sticks.
Lachlan Fitzpatrick with the pole will deal with the facing off, and you see Mulholland, Fleck, Zachariah, and Matty M. 2 state championship runs for M. What a terrific goalie he has been in the biggest of games for Manhasset.
Really stepped up for them, has been a solid rock in the cage for them, going to take his talents down south to Tampa, and a good lefty stopper, can pitch it, can save it, control rebounds, and become a vocal leader down there.
It's Chaminade and Manhasset. It is Regs Rock Lacrosse Day for Heroes opening face-off when we return right here on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Dante does it again! Defensive play. Dante Zadaro. Delaco
jump shot for Nell.
Are you a local business looking for new and creative ways to promote your company? Varsity Media offers affordable rates that can get your message across to a demographic of 18 to 54 years of age. Our follower base across social media is over 50,000 strong, and our viewership numbers per game are in the thousands. Don't blow your advertising budget on old staples like TV and radio media. Reach out to Varsity Media to get the best bang for your buck.
Shake it up, stop when the clock hits 13. Sing 1, 2, 3, 4. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it.
Varsity Media offers live streaming services for any sport. With human beings behind the camera, you can expect the proper coverage angles during each game. We offer customizable options such as live scoreboard, multiple cameras, instant replay, graphics, and even announcers. Find out how you can save $100 off a live stream package with Varsity Media by calling 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
High school sports fans, Varsity Media Pass is the exclusive live stream partner of Nassau County Playoffs. For semifinal and championship coverage of boys and girls lacrosse, flag football, and baseball, head to varsitymediapass.com to order. Varsity Media is the home for New York high school sports.
Dante does
Terrific
it again!
Defensive play. Dante Madaro.
Illico ties it up. By Tieso
steps up and score.
A jump shot for Nell.
Highland is the daughter of Colleen and Tom Highland. Tom Highland is here tonight, and he is a veteran of the Vietnam War, where he received multiple stars, a Silver Star and multiple Bronze Stars, and a Gallantry Award. He was injured severely and ultimately recovered after a year of rehabilitation to become a lawyer and lead a life of service. The New York County District Attorney's Office, the U.S. Attorney's Office, and the Securities and Exchange Commission. We are fortunate to have Tom Highland here today with us. Tom Highland. And thank you all for your patience. One last thing is that the Manhasset community buried one of their own this week, a classmate, a former teammate of many of the members of this team, Tyler Godfrey, who died suddenly over the past few weeks. I'd ask for another moment of reflection and remembrance for dear Tyler Godfrey. And now, Caitlin and Karis will lead us in our national anthem.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watch, where so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the
like that. Thank you.
And we welcome you back to Ed Walsh Field. Dylan Butler, Brian Soper here for the 15th annual of Regs Rock Lacrosse Day for Heroes. If you look, Soap, at the series, it's been Chaminade leading the way, 9-5, with some wins especially of late. But Manhasset would love nothing more than to go into the postseason with a big win and carry that into what will certainly be a gauntlet in Class C, or Class B, excuse me.
Yeah, Coach Cromwell I was talking to him before the game. He said he just wants his boys to have fun and just understand what this day is about. Just a tremendous anthem, tremendous story, some moments of silence. Just makes you realize that lacrosse is great, but there's a lot of really great things that people do outside of this.
We took a look at the keys to the game for this one, and it is very much, it's also brought to you by Curve Breakers and Soap. It's also very much a contrast in ideologies here tonight.
Yeah, face-off is going to be a big advantage for Chaminade. Manhasset struggled all year, so Chaminade wants to win the X, do a better job shooting, right, finish their chances, and they want to continue to get great D play and goalie play by Caputo. Manhasset's got to limit the tempo of Chaminade. You don't want to get an up-and-down battle with them. You want to play 6-on-6, and they really need to get some good goalie play. Im's got to probably make 15 or 16 saves today for Manhasset to get out of here with a victory.
Head to the face-off X, where Quinn Ball has been outstanding. His numbers have only increased in the biggest of games. You see him just shy of 79%. That is almost Cal Gerard-esque numbers. A year ago, he was plus 80%. And Ball will win this one. And the idea a little bit with Fitzpatrick there is just to kind of muck it up and try to take away some of that tempo. But you see Ball bringing the tempo, and Im has to make a big save early on.
Great stop by Im to get it started. Everyone thinks the Chaminade goalie you. How about face-off you? Three All-Americans, Division I, for Chaminade in the college ranks.
And here's a look at the first midfield here for Chaminade. When we spoke with Cromwell, he said it is something else, that it says something about James Gillis and John Balsamo that as sophomores, they're able to start for a program that is obviously nationally renowned year after year. Here's Tully feeding it to X. He also wouldn't have minded Balsamo wearing the white, the Manhasset resident, of course. John, though, followed in his brother's footsteps. Charles, a former number 19.
Now wearing 0 for Duke.
That's Gavin Lynch. His future is at Notre Dame.
And his brother is one of those All-Americans.
Oh, and Lynch spins, turns, fires, and you said comes out shooting, gets the first goal of this game.
Yeah, he's the offensive guy in that first midfield. Great rollback move here. Im had a great first stop, right off hip. Now we get some high smoke by Lynch. See him set up his dodge here. A little dummy pick there, refuses to pick. Rollback, sticks his foot in the ground, hands free, fires, face it off.
Denver and Michigan going right now in the NCAAs. Not that we want you to move anywhere from this game as Ball wins this face-off, but Mulholland, another former standout here, right? A goal and an assist right now. Tournament started this afternoon. St. Joe's and Virginia getting started, and another guy who played for Manhasset, Joey Terenzi, scoring a goal.
Yeah, left-handed, start the game. You know, Manhasset wants to be kind of like Michigan, right? Get hot at the right time, right? Get in that tournament and make a run.
Tough scoop at X. That was Cutton kicking it out. Here is Balsamo. Again, around the pick. Balsamo, bouncer, off the mark.
Chaminade coming out, using some picks, right? Trying to disrupt some of the matchups Manhasset's very good defensively at scouting and getting matchups, so they're trying to mix some of those matchups up.
Here's Brian Knapp, the Army commit. And even though doesn't wear 19, right, you respect that fact, certainly. And look at the high heat brought by Gillis.
We saw that against St. Anthony's. He came off the end line and hit a high shot here. Little turf monster came up and grabbed Mulholland as Gillis starts this dodge here. But he's left-handed, and he's looking to get that hands free. No slide. Boom, top corner. 2-0 Flyers.
Gillis, goal number 33 on the season. A power lacrosse player.
One of the top-ranked sophomores in the entire country.
Ball goes 3 for 3. Ball attempts another Fogo goal, and that's off the mark.
Yeah, it's three face-offs, 3 wins for Ball. His brother's one of those All-Americans from Yale, facing off.
Great save by him. Climbed the ladder to deny Lynch.
Nice underneath move there by Lynch. Got in tight. Great save. Stood tall. Matty M.
Fitzpatrick unable to pick up that ball at midfield. It bounces back to Caputo.
Good ground ball there by Brendan O'Brien, Lafayette commit.
And here comes Fox. And it's Tully. Tully, the Bucknell commit. Out of the box comes Charles O'Connor.
Chaminade has a lot of jump offensively today. It looks like they're flying around here offensively so far. Manhasset's going to have to try to maybe slide early and get them moving.
Another shot and goal from Lynch. A great feed from Balsamo. And Lynch, he takes the hit to get the glory.
Took a hit, keeps on ticking. Tremendous job there. Good find by Balsamo in the crease here. Kind of splits to his left. Good vision, head up. That's why he's one of the best passers in the class. That's a tremendous finish there by Lynch. He went high once with a high heat, and then he had a high bouncer. High bouncers will go tonight.
Timeout by Manhasset as Chaminade out to that early start. I want to tell you the story of Buoy 4, 6 childhood friends from Long Island who grew up together on and around the water. They developed a special connection to the serenity that the water provides. That is where the Buoy 4 mantra was born. We choose the water. And with every purchase made, they donate a portion of the proceeds to water conservation groups. Buoy 4 offers a full range of apparel and accessories for team stores, corporate gear, and fundraising initiatives. All of our products are designed, created, and printed on site. Buoy up your wardrobe. Get your limited edition game day hoodie for 24 hours at www.buoy4.com. See you out on the open waters. Well, it has been smooth sailing to this point for Chaminade. Early goings.
Coach Cromwell, you need a buoy right now, right? Especially at the face-off X. Knew it was going to be something coming in here that was going to be a problem with ball. So you see them switching it up right away here. But they got to get ready for this, right? Roslyn, they play next Friday, is going to have a great face-off man themselves. So you got to figure out this middle of the field here at the face-offs.
And that it has been a season-long experiment or trying to figure out through 15 games. Another face-off win for Ball. Now, make no mistake, listen, he had a great matchup against Michael Moon, and he won that one pretty convincingly as well. Moon got some important late ones, but Quinn Ball, this is what he's been doing. He was the first ever freshman to play for Chaminade. Had to get special permission to do so.
He's the guy that's responsible for Balsamo and Gillis being out there.
Overhand shot, him the save. A really good one.
Yeah, that's about 3 off-hip saves for him. Tremendous athleticism. You see how he kind of flies his top hand and his bottom hand to the ball.
Crease violation.
I think Colin took that last face-off from Manhasset.
He has as well. It's become kind of a 4- and 5-man rotation there for Manhasset. And again, there is nobody on Long Island, nobody in the Northeast feeling bad for Manhasset, because this is what the opponents have been seeing for the last 3 years with Cal Gerard.
From Gerard and
even before that, you're right.
Silos, it's, he's used to going 80-85% on a season.
And that then allowed Manhasset to push the tempo, right? And you're going to get a lot more of the ball, and they were able to run and gun, and it's a much different look this year from Manhasset.
You see, it's such a luxury, right? Possessions, right? Chaminade looks so different having the ball all the time compared to 50-50 with St. Anthony's. And, you talk about what's the success of Southside this year is they have the ball, 80-85% of the time, and they're going to be tough in that Class B playoffs.
Yeah, there's a saying in girls lacrosse, right? Win the draw, rule the world, and it's so true in the boys' game as well. Low to low shot off the mark. That was Mondiello. Good to see Mondiello back as well. Missed really most of this season, and of course he wears that special number 32 for Manhasset, remembering the late great Johnny Driscoll. Here's Arnold. He's got Fox on him. Gets it out. There's Mondiello. Pumps the brakes.
Yeah, you see D'Agostino and Fox, right? They're guarding the right two guys, Mondiello and Arnold.
Petroselli to X. Good look. Mondiello spins, turns, fires just wide.
Good slide there. I think that was Tully. A tremendous slide by the short stick to at least disrupt the shot by Mondiello. But he's definitely the energy guy. Steve McTeague, who runs the offense, and Coach Cromwell love having him back. And another week of practice will help them as they prepare for the playoffs.
And here's Mondiello. Mondiello powers his way, but Caputo climbs the ladder, makes the save.
Good strong move by Mondiello. Caputo stood tall there, makes the save. D'Agostino cleans up the rebound.
Now the Flyers can get out running. 33 is Gavin Fitzpatrick.
He's feeling it now. He's a goal scorer. St. Anthony's pole goal.
Future Hopkins player, right? Hopkins playing tomorrow in the NCAAs.
Yeah, they got Lehigh.
Trying to get caught in the substitution game. Bouncer by Knapp wide.
Great job by Chaminade there. They did win the sub game. Got an advantage there. Got a good shot.
There's Balsamo. About 16-5 this year as a sophomore starter playing the national schedule that Chaminade plays.
Super tough, great IQ, undersized, but guys like that are used to that.
Cutting. Just sneaks it inside the far post.
He cut right through the defense there and unleashed. He's a tremendous shooter. He gets those hands low, and he can snipe that lower corner like it's no one's business. See here, he gets a sweep. Again, another little fake. Even if you're not using it, it gets him a step. Hands free. Target practice. Low corner. Im's been good there, but Cutton beats him.
Cutton goal number 25. He as well a Hopkins commit.
5-star attackman, one of the best attackmen in the entire class. Can shoot, can feed. Lives at Yale.
Also wore the number 19, Sean Cutton. We'll show you those guys as Cutaback got dispossessed. Good battle in the midfield.
That was Salora there with the check.
Salora not shy of the physicality. That is for sure.
Manhasset staff has a huge faith and trust in him.
Here's D'Agostino. And again, Knapp getting free in the substitution game. This time, though, they didn't find him.
exactly the start that Chaminade wanted.
Here's Hunter Kimball. Kimball from X. Reverses course. Trying to shed the check.
Gillis rings the crossbar, man. He can shoot some high heat with that left hand.
42 was Rowan Collins, who was harassing Kimball.
As a goalie, when those shots hit the pipe and they go all the way out of bounds, you're like, what am I doing playing this position? And thank God that didn't hit me.
Oh, the posts are a goalie's best friend.
Yeah, Gillis's dad played at Adelphi, was a longtime coach at Oceanside. Now he's on the freshman staff coaching at Chaminade. Just super proud of his son, who's one of the best players in the entire class.
Petroselli. Look out, Fox came a-calling, and Petroselli backed away. First flag comes as well. Oh, and maybe another as well. And there is multiple flags. The first was against Fox. And then a hit right at the crease. So this should be a 6-on-4. Take another look. So,
yeah, D'Agostino comes with a slide here. You get a hold here coming up on Fox. Petroselli's kind of running around. There's a hold right there, a hog tie. Here comes a big hit. Boom. Just when you thought we were friends here, right? Just when you thought we were here for friendly stuff, right? We get a little mixing it up. That's D'Agostino, man. You can't take the fight out of a dog like that. Going to Syracuse, lefty on ball. He's aggressive. That's his mentality.
So 30 seconds for Fox and a minute on the second penalty. So you're 6-on-4 for 30 seconds here for Manhasset. First man up opportunity for either team. On the yellow, moves it quickly. Oh, and Arnold. Maybe some miscommunication there. This ends up being a ground ball battle won by Chaminade as he was unable to get it to the freshman, Marco Petroselli.
Yeah, Manhasset had some good movement there. They were in a 1-4 kind of crash and then went into a 3-3 look. Good slides by Chaminade. Kind of tough though. You get not many possessions from Manhasset to get a man up. You really haven't felt the ball in your stick.
Timeout for Chaminade. We take a look back. We were fortunate, the Varsity Media Sports Network, to do the last two games. We go back 2 years ago to the last one here at Ed Walsh Field, and we talked about Cal Gerard. How about this for the start of the game?
Shot out of a cannon. That was kind of like Ball taking that first one today.
Here's Christian Alacqua, rounding the cage, tying it up. And Balsamo, right? Low to low.
19. We're in 19.
Makes it 8-2. Dawson Riley makes it 9-4 here.
He's at Bryant tearing it up.
But one more for Chaminade on this evening, and the Flyers win the 2022 game 17-8. We look at last year's game, a lot closer of an affair. Gary Correa. How about this buzzer beater here as well, right?
It's tremendous. Just the speed that they're playing at.
Matty Cardullo saw a lot of time this year for UMass. And look at his move by Creo as well. He was not done here.
He was slippery.
How fitting is this? The number 19 for Chaminade wins it on this day with the high heat.
Step down.
As the Flyers take last year's game to extend their lead, as we mentioned, to 9-5 all time. Last Manhasset win in this series, you date back to 2017, an 8-7 win where Steve Schneider, 3 goals, had the game winner with 31 seconds remaining.
UNC, Schneider. Just so many good guys these programs pump into the Division I ranks. It's amazing. Chaminade's two guys on the Tewarton, finalists, and Entenmann and Kavanaugh.
So 4 seconds and 3 So we're even. So that opportunity that Manhasset had, 6-on-4 for at least 30 seconds. One errant pass ends up being devastating.
I think the ref there might have been a little bit of a distractor to Gillis.
Here's Doc, Daniel O'Connor handing it off, and Tommy Leader. How about the performance Leader had against Rumson Fairhaven, right? Scored the game-tying goal with 1.1 seconds left, then scored the overtime winner. Jump shot there by Luca Petroselli. Just get one back.
One thing for sure, if D'Agostino's guarding you for an entire game, you're going to feel it.
Here's Petroselli from X.
Who's going to win a matchup? Who can beat somebody? You know, the pick game here is going to hopefully give you some momentum, some steps. It's going to be tough to beat these defenders for Chaminade.
Arnold calls for it, but he's sent backwards as well. Leader dropped it. That's Charles O'Connor. Leader still has it, switches course with 20 seconds left.
Yeah, O'Connor going to Middlebury. He's D-mid by trade, but been playing a lot of offense. He's a tremendous athlete.
This side of the ball, much like Manhasset's, is their strength, Chaminade's. Colin, look out. Slide came, still had it. Ultimately lost it, though, as the quarter comes to an end. That is one heck of a defensive stand by the Flyers.
Speechless. That I was just watching Division I lacrosse all morning, and that looked like Division I defensive aggressiveness. And when you have UNC, Hopkins, Cuse down there, it's what it's supposed to look like.
Well, the Flyers, they got stung the other night.
There comes a double, bam. And that's a really good player in Colin going to Navy.
It away, and Chaminade leads it after one. You're watching Riggs Rock, Lacrosse Day for Heroes on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching Varsity Media, New York's high school sports network.
Hey sports fans, did you know Varsity Media live stream broadcasts get viewed by college coaches nationwide? Through our announcers' storytelling and insight on your athletes, we can help your players get an edge on college recruiting. Find out how 50 or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Feel like your game film is too stagnant and not providing you with the insight that your coaches had hoped for? Varsity Media offers game film to help your coaches develop a game plan to execute on game day. Our current clients love the Varsity Media difference, which includes more insightful camera angles and a speedy upload process. Start building your championship team today with award-winning individual.
That you're in our position to be able to bring you this game, and certainly we are both honored to do so here this evening.
Complete honor to meet Mr. Regan before the game and to be part of these festivities, and just to watch these athletes and to be able to wish them well and follow them in their college careers, PLL careers, right, as time goes on.
Ball again won that face-off. That time it was Giacobbe.
If you're Manhasset, you got to do a little bit of soul searching here, right? The X has been tough. That last offensive possession does not leave a good taste in your mouth. So getting a stop here would be big for the Indians.
And in that sense, they are a different looking team than last year, right? Not that the defense was good, right? Make no mistake. They didn't just figure out how to defend, but they've had to defend a lot more this year. So these guys with the poles and the short stick teammates have really shined bright.
I think that's tough. I think that's the challenge as a coach. Every team is different. Every year is different. This team is not a two-time state championship team. It's different, and you got to figure it out. And I think that's what they're trying to do here.
Here's Cutton to X. Pumping the brakes there was Balsamo. No backup, so Manhasset with the ball.
Balsamo just has that shake. He has that ability, despite being undersized right now, to get to the spots he wants to be at.
Him kind of force that one downfield. Fortunate for Manhasset. Went off a Chaminade player. And Arnold will restart to O'Connor.
It's difficult because 6-on-6 is going to be tough, but it's also very difficult to get any type of transition against Chaminade.
Colin goes low. Good stick check. I think that affected that shot.
Great move, got underneath, kind of hung that stick a little bit, right? Coach Crum will probably tell him to keep that in front of you a little bit more and maybe shoot from a little snappier shot than a wind up.
Ooh, that's a high hit there as well. Another foul called. I think this is on Fox. And listen, if there is a guy that you want to hear about shooting and scoring, it's Keith Cromwell. That is for sure. As you see again, there's Fox.
Just hunting the ball, ground balls. See that? He got a little bit upstairs there with that elbow.
So this is going to be an unreleasable. It's a cross-check to the head. So for 2 minutes now, Manhasset will have the man advantage. Big opportunity for the Indians to chip away.
Let's see what they draw up. Last time they were kind of 1-4, kind of crashed the crease, and then ended up in a 3-3 look. Let's see if they come out with the same look or change it up. Last time it was a 6-on-4, now it's 6-on-5.
Special. Arnold to X. Here comes Colin now.
See, Chaminade's really packed in. Does Manhasset have that stretch shooter that's going to make them kind of, be untight? That's a big question.
Arnold to Petroselli. Minute 12 left.
A lot of good movement, but you see they're staying on the outside, really not pushing in tight.
Here's Arnold now from X. Special gets it back. Inside the final minute of this 2-minute locked-in penalty. Mondiello. And Hassett yet to take a shot.
Great communication, great rotations by the Chaminade man-down defense.
30 seconds left in the man-up. Arnold, low to low, saved by Caputo.
That's the one you're willing to give up. Great man-down defense. Arnold got a little impatient there. Took one from about 15. Caputo, great stop down low. Rebound control.
How about Sean Connolly with the punt return clear?
It's a goalie's best friend. You make a save, find that short stick, throw a 5-yard pass, and get it out.
He will go to BU Connolly, where there's a pretty good former short stick D midi out of Manhasset.
Yeah, and also
James Lapina.
He was tremendous, All-American last year. And you got Profetto. I think he's like second, third, top 5 in points in Division I. Tremendous career there at BU.
We'll get to those next level guys. Here's Balsamo. Beats his man. Balsamo, bouncer wide.
Took that alley. Just shot it wide.
This is such a unique opportunity for Chaminade. I really don't think anywhere in the country, outside of maybe football season, when you have those special sort of Thanksgiving Day games, that you have an opportunity to win a game after you lose in what ultimately was a championship game. And it's a little bit weird the way it's done in the Catholic League, and neither team really, they both knew if St. Anthony's won, it would decide a championship, but if Chaminade won, they would have played next week. So
yeah, it just seems a little premature for them to be done. St. Anthony's is done. They got to be a way to figure out maybe some kind of tournament. I know we talked to some of the Jersey teams. They have like a Jersey round robin type tournament.
Yeah, the Cursed Cup has replaced the Tournament of Champions there. And that allows literally the best of the best in the state of New Jersey. Catholic, non-public, public, all of them. As Colin, oh, what a stick check. That was Charles O'Connor, number 4.
Tremendous job by him. His dad played with me at UMass. He was the anti-Charlie. He was a crease attackman, and now his son is a jitterbug midfield, do-it-all type.
Says no pole goal today.
Rob D'Agostino on the doorstep. Your son plays goalie? I'm like, no, he's an ex-attackman. He's an ex-attackman. Like, what?
We've been here. This scoreline has been this way since the first quarter. Mondiello cuts inside. Denied at the doorstep. Gets the GB, though, to keep the possession alive.
What a slide by Brendan O'Brien, number 44.
O'Connor, difficult pass. He attempted one. It was attempted to Petroselli, who is slow to get up. And O'Brien gets across, and the officials will stop things as Petroselli's down on the field, and that's the last thing you want if you are Keith Cromwell dealing with a season full.
Coach Legs now is my forever lucky charm on the golf course.
Does that mean that you pay his way now going forward?
Yeah, but it's like he's, some people they're doubting it because of him, but
wow,
he's trustworthy.
That's hurtful.
Coach Legs is a great guy. He's been there for a long time, really cares about the program, and tremendous pride in his defense and his polls.
Battle, a push though, and it will be Manhasset ball. Look how quickly, too, Mulholland flies out of bounds. This is how quickly they want to go. Manhasset trying to catch Chaminade maybe in the substitution game.
I mean, it seems like it's like 10-0. It's 4-0, right? Manhasset they just need one to go in. Break that seal.
It's Cole Purcell. Gets it off to Doc. Daniel O'Connor. He goes downhill. Back to Purcell, and here's Mondiello. A mostly healthy Mondiello will be huge for these Indians in the postseason.
They're throwing behind the back. Rusty Gate checks now. Chaminade's really feeling it on defense, feeling like they can completely own their matchups.
Feed to the crease, but Caputo gets the piece.
Feed wasn't on the money, but you see that freshman, Marco Petroselli, with a little shake behind the net, able to shake his defender. Let's look to see if he'll dodge a little bit more as the game goes on.
Here comes Mulholland. An absolute terror on the football, on the lacrosse field as well.
Yeah, Mulholland returning all-county player going to Dartmouth. In a couple of weeks, they'll be all-American and all-county type discussions. Total lock for all-county, but his name will be brought up on the all-American discussions.
Gianluca Milazzo, the junior. Spins, loses it. Now he's got to fight for this loose ball. And they will give Manhasset the possession as well as the timeout with 2:25 remaining in this second quarter. Some upcoming SPORTSCAST for you, and they are also brought to you by Curve Breakers. We go baseball in the city, Monsignor Scanlon Cathedral Prep in the Catholic League. We've got Cold Spring Harbor against St. Anthony's. We just saw the St. Anthony's girls here as part of Regs Rock Lacrosse Day for Heroes. Beat Manhasset. They are the #1 team in the country. And also what we have, we didn't have it here because we didn't have the result yet, but you will be out at Hills as well as Hills and Connecticut in the, I guess you'd say the first round. They had an out-bracket game today, Connecticut beating Longwood. That was a 1-goal game during the regular season.
It's playoff season. Nassau, Suffolk, get ready. It's about to be hot and heavy on Long Island as teams push to Long Island, Nassau, Suffolk championships.
And those Nassau playoffs are here on the Varsity Media Sports Network. We are the rights holders for all of the biggest games in Nassau County and boys and girls lacrosse, baseball, and flag football as well. You want to go to varsitymediapass.com to order. That's the slight difference. Not on Varsity Media Sports Network on YouTube, but you have to go to varsitymediapass.com to order those games. We will be camped out at Stewart Stadium on the campus of Hofstra University, which will be home next weekend to the NCAA quarterfinals. And then at Matamid Field at Adelphi as well for all of the girls' action.
Varsity Media is going to have my Bayman. The Bayman are in the house.
I thought they were the Fighting Soapers.
Oh, the Bayman.
Looking forward against Friends Academy.
Yeah, going to be great. Semifinal against Friends. The winner gets to play the great Cold Spring Harbor.
So that will be, next?
Monday.
Next Monday,
and
right.
A prime time spot of 3:30 in the afternoon.
Listen, go get Jersey Mike's across the street. As here's Purcell.
Oh, we're ready. And then I'm going to do the 7 o'clock game.
Purcell!
Flex it, 33. That's a big kid. I saw Cromwell after the first quarter was firing him up, kind of winding him up. And Purcell out of the timeout goes hard to the cage here. That's a big man, right? Sometimes just got to put your head down and go. High bouncer beats Caputo. 4-1. Here they come.
Goal number 3 on the season for the 6'4" senior, a physical bull dodger. And another face-off win for ball. Now Chaminade, let's see if they look to get this goal back right away.
Yeah, love how not too much passing it around there. Purcell got against the shorty and went to the rack.
20 was Bo Dillmeyer, the 8th grader, and there is the response, an immediate one by Charles O'Connor.
He has that move down. But scouting report on O'Connor. Rollbacks all day long. Stop on a dime here. Here we go, a little bit. Speedy Gonzalez. Whoop. Put the brakes on, split back. Hammer it low. Great shot.
So Fat Joe had the lean back.
Lean back.
He's got the rollback.
Rollback. rolling.
You see his seats for the Knicks game the other day? He was right next to the Knicks bench, Joe.
Man, how do we get in the Garden, Dill? Me and you got to be there.
I know some people, but I don't know if I know the right people anymore. Not with the celebrity row. We might be able to get in.
Dolan lives like a block from Oyster Bay High School, but I've never met him.
On the golf course, right? Be like, listen, I'm Mr. Hole-in-One.
Yeah, come on.
Just get me in the building.
Go way back. Oakley,
JD, I love your band.
Larry Johnson, come on.
Big fan of your bands.
I'll even pretend to be a Ranger fan.
Slow down. Look in front. O'Connor is feeling it.
He is quick.
Final minute now of the first half. Now that was a big goal for Manhasset. If they can get another one here. All right, maybe going to halftime feeling pretty good. But you got to get the clear first.
That goal by O'Connor was a backbreaker.
I think we have a timeout here. but I don't know if Manhasset had one to take. And I think no, said the officials.
Is that a Chris Webber?
That's the other thing that I've been loving about this Knicks playoff run are all the guys that we followed
Yes.
in the 90s. Everyone but Oakley, and that's a whole nother story, but they're all back in the Garden.
Just cheering like they're just an ordinary fan. Just the NBA is a lot better when the Knicks are good.
So it'll be Chaminade ball. Or not. Here's Mondiello, lowers the shoulder, hits the ground, flag. Physicality steps up, Mondiello fires high.
Getting intense out there. Talking playoff basketball, the intensity is ratcheted up here. They ride it back here, double team, get on the ground. Mondiello goes to the hoop here. D'Agostino over aggressive there. Mondiello's like, I'm getting up and I'm shooting this thing as hard as I can. Probably a moving screen there.
So I think we got two here. There was a 30-second technical and then a 1 minute for a slash as well.
27 for the technical foul, 1 minute for slashing to 19.
Interesting decision here for Coach Cromwell.
With 4 minutes and 30 seconds.
You got 30 seconds to go. Do you hold it? Do you try to get one quick? The last thing you want coming out of halftime is another face-off. These are why Cromwell gets paid the big bucks.
Well, there's 5 out there for Chaminade, so we'll see.
Same guy.
Thank you.
So D'Agostino in for both fouls.
The fact that it's on the same guy I'm probably holding this if I'm Cromie. Coming out of halftime when I don't have to deal with a face-off, but he's an offensive guy.
He is the most offensive of guys. Leading scorer at Rutgers.
Yeah, teammate of mine at Hicksville. Super clutch, competitive, an elite goal scorer. Brought it to the college game and then to the multiple-time All-Star in the MLL. Played for indoor as well. There's not too many resumes on Long Island like Coach Cromwell.
So I think you're going to be right here. He's kind of passing around the perimeter, but I don't know. They're looking like they might go or something here.
It's got to be a really good one that pops up.
Yeah. And now they're going to bring it back out. It didn't materialize, so now let's back things up again.
Yeah, if someone falls down or trips or you take it, but we'll try to get it on the ground here.
Yeah, the double hands up from Cromwell means only one thing. Let's hold this ball here.
It means one less face-off from that ball guy.
So you got 1 minute left on the man up for the start of the third quarter, but it was a first half the Flyers will relish.
Here we go, Speedy Gonzalez, Charlie O'Connor, split back. How you doing? Tremendous shot, tremendous kid. Go to Middlebury.
Chaminade leads 5-1 and back after this in the Varsity Media Sports Network.
High school sports fans, Varsity Media Pass is the exclusive live stream partner of Nassau County Playoffs. For semifinal and championship coverage of boys and girls lacrosse, flag football, and baseball, head to varsitymediapass.com to order. Varsity Media is the home for New York high school sports.
Are you a local business looking for new and creative ways to promote your company? Varsity Media offers affordable rates that can get your message across to a demographic of 18 to 54 years of age. Our follower base across social media is over 50,000 strong, and our viewership numbers per game are in the thousands. Don't blow your advertising budget on old staples like TV and radio media. Reach out to Varsity Media to get the best bang for your buck.
Dante does
Terrific
it again!
defensive play. Dante Madaro.
Jellicoe!
Power move by Yeso steps up and score.
A jump shot for Nell!
Hey sports fans, did you know Varsity Media live stream broadcasts get viewed by college coaches nationwide? Through our announcers' storytelling and insight on your athletes, we can help your players get an edge on college recruiting. Find out how by reaching out to Varsity Media today, 516-403-2050, or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Did you just have the best athletic year of your life, and now you want to show it off to college coaches? Well, let Varsity Media help you. Varsity Media's college recruiting videos show off your unique skills to help you land a spot on the team of your dream school. We'll provide music, spot shadow effects, and a link to send to your next coach. Contact us today for more information. Don't rely on word of mouth or cold emails. Let Varsity Media help you take your game to the next level.
High school sports fans, are you following Varsity Media on our YouTube channel? For the best coverage of New York high school sports, make sure you head to youtube.com/Varsity Media. 3 easy steps. First, hit that like button, and then be sure to subscribe. And finally, tap that yellow bell to be notified of all of our upcoming sportscasts. Thank you for following Varsity Media on YouTube.
Hey parents, how about a bobblehead for your athlete? Bobbleheads are one of the most preferred personalized gift items today, and it's so easy to order. All you need is a photo of your athlete, a model number from our extensive collection of bobbleheads, and the sculpting process begins. 2 proofs are sent for your approval, and once it's approved, in a few weeks, your bobblehead is on the way. It's that simple. Order your bobblehead today by logging into varsitymediapass.com and click catalogs, or call 516-403-2050.
Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for upcoming schedules and content, and on social media @Varsity Media.
Varsity Media offers live streaming services for any sport. With human beings behind the camera, you can expect the proper coverage angles during each game. We offer customizable options such as live scoreboard, multiple cameras, instant replay, graphics, and even announcers. Find out how you can save $100 off a live stream package with Varsity Media by calling 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net. Did you know Varsity Media now offers action photography for all sporting events? Available for individuals or teams, we'll send dedicated photographers down to field level to capture your best moments. Our rates are affordable, and our photos will leave you with lasting memories for a lifetime. Contact us today, mention this ad, and get $25 off your first order. Email ben@varsitymedia.net or call 516-403-2050.
High school sports fans, Varsity Media Pass is the exclusive live stream partner of Nassau County Playoffs. For semifinal and championship coverage of boys and girls lacrosse, flag football, and baseball, head to varsitymediapass.com to order. Varsity Media is the home for New York high school sports.
Are you a local business looking for new and creative ways to promote your company? Varsity Media offers affordable rates that can get your message across to a demographic of 18 to 54 years of age. Our follower base across social media is over 50,000 strong, and our viewership numbers per game are in the thousands. Don't blow your advertising budget on old staples like TV and radio media. Reach out to Varsity Media to get the best bang for your buck.
Dante does it again!
Defensive play. Dante Zadaro.
Illico! Timeout move by
Yeso steps up and score.
A jump shot for Nell!
Hey sports fans, did you know Varsity Media live stream broadcasts get viewed by college coaches nationwide? Through our announcers' storytelling and insight on your athletes, we can help your players get an edge on college recruiting. Find out how by reaching out to Varsity Media today, 516-403-2050, or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Did you just have the best athletic year of your life, and now you want to show it off to college coaches? Well, let Varsity Media help you. Varsity Media's college recruiting videos show off your unique skills to help you land a spot on the team of your dream school. We'll provide music, spot shadow effects, and a link to send to your next coach. Contact us today for more information. Don't rely on word of mouth or cold emails. Let Varsity Media help you take your game to the next level.
High school sports fans, are you following Varsity Media on our YouTube channel? For the best coverage of New York high school sports, make sure you head to youtube.com/varsitymedia. 3 easy steps. First, hit that like button, and then be sure to subscribe. And finally, tap that yellow bell to be notified of all of our upcoming sportscasts. Thank you for following Varsity Media on YouTube.
Hey parents, how about a bobblehead for your athlete? Bobbleheads are one of the most preferred personalized gift items today, and it's so easy to order. All you need is a photo of your athlete, a model number from our extensive collection of bobbleheads, and the sculpting process begins. 2 proofs are sent for your approval, and once it's approved, in a few weeks, your bobblehead is on the way. It's that simple. Order your bobblehead today by logging into varsitymediapass.com and click catalogs, or call 516-403-2050.
Welcome back to Manhasset High School. Dylan Butler, Brian Soper, the entire Varsity Media crew with here. Halftime at Riggs Rock, and it's Chaminade with a 5-1 lead. Got out to a 4-0 lead after 1 quarter, even in that second. But still some catch-up here for Manhasset as Soap. We take a look at stats that make their way from the West Coast. Our buddy Hungy checking in.
Yeah, you see a huge shot advantage for Chaminade. That'll happen when you are dominating the face-off X. 5 saves from Matty M, a lot of them in spectacular fashion. Caputo's been good as well. Doubling up Manhasset with the ground balls, and both teams having some success clearing the ball. Big start here for Manhasset. They're going to have a man up, and hopefully they can cash in to get this half started correct.
Yeah, the Indians 0 for 2 on the man up. Quinn Ball has won all 8 of the face-offs he's taken, but as you mentioned, he's not taking the face-off to start the 3rd quarter. So a minute man up here for Manhasset. Once again, we do thank Mike Hungerford. Listen, he goes to San Diego, still part of the Varsity Media family. Hey, thumbs up.
There he is. Had a tremendous season with Carlsbad Lacrosse.
Yeah. Got them to the Open Division playoffs, which is something they've not been to, right? So already a big improvement for them.
he put out a great message to his players and the community for, on Instagram, and the response that he got from both Long Island and California kids just shows how much respect Coach Hungerford gets, because he's the hardest working guy in lacrosse.
Big man up here for Manhasset.
Let's see if they can get inside and find someone who can stretch the defense.
Nice fake by Mondiello. That shot was by Colin, and Caputo with the big save.
Caputo's been good. Sometimes it's hard as a goalie when you're not getting a ton of rubber shot at you to be ready, and he's been ready when he's had to.
18 seconds left on this man up. Here's Arnold. Caputo, as you mentioned, was really good in that defeat to St. Anthony's. Both goalies really brought it. Sean Ford ended up being our Bowie 4 player of the game, as we're even now.
Yeah, some games it's easy to pick a save of the game. That game was really, really difficult. And the only reason why it wasn't Caputo was because we kind of agreed that it should be on the winning side, but he was tremendous.
Here's Leader. Slide comes, so it backs out. Good knockdown by who else? O'Connor.
Yeah, he's been doing everything, really pushing out there on the adjacent. Look for maybe Manhasset to start maybe backdoor cutting to kind of take away that hard push out.
Leader calling for it up top, gets it now. Leader just a sophomore. Now Arnold goes low, wide of that far post.
Good hard take there by Arnold, sneaky release. Kind of shot it around a bit of a screen. That didn't miss by much.
Well, if you're Manhasset, what you are doing at least is you're possessing the ball.
Yeah, he's not on man up. I was waiting for Purcell to get back on the field. You see, he draws a pole now. I don't think that guy's going to see another short stick for the rest of the game.
On the yellow. Gets it to Purcell.
Chaminade's like shutting off the shorties. They're so confident having their 4 poles just hunt that they're pushing out so that Manhasset cannot find shorties to dodge.
And that's Gavin Fitzpatrick, who's on Purcell now. Here's Colin. We see him, Marco Petroselli pumps the brakes. Petroselli. Purcell goes high, but Caputo the save.
Save and outlet. Caputo stood tall there. Future Gale.
Now Lynch. It looked like one of those soap-like. He's always thinking shooting. It looked like he was thinking shooting before he could even pick up the ball. He does still, though, pick up the ball. And now it's Cutton.
How about the shake from Marco Petroselli? He dusted O'Connor, who is quicker than quick. Great feed for a step down to Purcell. The only thing standing between a goal was Sal Caputo.
Well, we've said it a few times, but it bears repeating because I just love the way Cromie puts it. As here's Tully feeding some opportunities. Stinging it high is Cutton. His second of the game.
That did not stay in the net for long. This release is this is next level. This is what you see on Saturdays in the NCAA and Sundays coming up. Tully drives an alley here, gets it through X, and this is tremendous shot. Just the shot's great, but his movement off the ball, he runs into that dodge. He catches that ball moving, and he's very difficult to defend because he already has 2 steps. And when you can shoot from that low angle like Cutton, lights out.
Second of the game, 26th of the season.
everywhere I read, it's Cutton's the best passer in the class, best passer. They're better shooters than him, too?
Yard sale. Collins. Here's Mulholland now.
Push it.
Mulholland spins, loses it. Fumble at the 20. Some physicality here. Manhasset calls the timeout.
Wow. You would think that this is... Mulholland's like, I'm going. Triple team, ball gets on the ground, and then it's just...
mayhem.
Whack, whack, push, whack.
Well, you mentioned next level ability. How about we take a look at some of the next level players for Chaminade? So, and you mentioned among these guys 2 Tewaaraton finalists in Kavanaugh and Entenmann.
Yeah, Lynch. Entenmann's he's like the front runner right now. All I hear is that it could be the first time a goalie wins it. Lynch tremendous at the faceoff X for Notre Dame. Balsamo at Duke, and Flaherty he's some player midfielder at Navy. I mean, Patty Entenmann, those two right there. That's
you almost wonder will they cancel each other out somehow in the voting.
Those are just every kid looks up to them. If you're an attackman, you're looking up to Kavanaugh. If you're a goalie, you're looking up to Entenmann. Just as good as it gets.
And here's some of those guys. We mentioned them before, but it bears repeating, right, for Manhasset.
Great to see Terenzi healthy. You know, played a lot of D-midi early in the season. Now he's running second midfield. Cal Gerard got a bunch of draws throughout the season. Naso's banged up for Duke. Mulholland had 1-1 at least. We know from Michigan. Silos put on one of the best performances I've ever seen when Notre Dame played Cornell at LIU. And Louis Profetto, I know he's got close to 100 points this season. Just a tremendous player. Just that ex-attacking quarterback type.
So after all of that, Mulholland is in the box for Manhasset. He's in there for a minute. So a man up opportunity for Chaminade now.
Did not expect this type of physicality. I expected a great game. Did not expect this kind of intensity, you know, after the whistle sometimes.
Well, it is, in many ways, a rivalry game because it is played every year. Load of very, very, very high.
That's in the science room in the first floor.
I thought it was Northern Boulevard. That shot by
Villa Milano, right? that thing just went into someone's soup.
Good one more. Oh, man, that stung the bar. Balsamo.
Couple of pipes for Chaminade.
Certainly a difference, right? In the Balsamos, Charles more of that power dodger, and John has that great first step and that quickness.
They both have that black-on-black stick, though.
Here he is again. This time goes low. Gets the finish for the man-up goal.
Crafty, that's just a smart IQ. You know, you go 90 miles an hour upstairs, ring the bar, then you go 5-hole. Good luck if you're a goalie, because there's a little bit of guessing involved in that position. You think he's going high again, boom. Just very slow on that slide, that coma slide by Manhasset. You can't leave anybody that wide open, especially with the last name Balsamo.
And Lynch with the assist as well. So 2-1 for Lynch, Balsamo with 1-1.
From Manhasset.
Yes. Another face-off win for Ball. Here's Tully. Little shimmy, little shake. by O'Connor. Hands off to Balsamo. Backs it up. How many of these guys has he played with growing up in the Manhasset youth ranks, right?
And also, just club lacrosse. All these guys play together, and they'll be playing together all summer.
That shot wide by Cutton.
You know, just being able to do these games, it's just great to see a lot of these programs and then seeing versus different matchups. Like, how good is St. Anthony's defense? Chaminade looks like a completely different team today than they have in the two matchups versus the Friars.
Gillis bouncer. It's got to be such a great feeling if you are a Jack Moran and his terrific coaching staff to know you've got Cutton, Gillis, Balsamo. You could write that down in pen next year as your starting attack line.
And D'Agostino's back. You got Fitzpatrick back. Duran, right, sophomore defender. You know, you're going to lose Caputo, but you got Jack Durnan sitting behind him, junior. He's already committed to Holy Cross. So you got a lot of the boxes checked for next year.
Oh, and sorry, Chaminade opponents next year. Quinn Bowl is back.
Oh. No thanks.
Patrick Arnold. He's got the short stick matchup. Arnold's kept off the score sheet this evening to this point. And a man up now again for Manhasset. So delayed penalty as Arnold kicks it back out. Leader hands off. Free possession for the Indians.
Yeah, 24 for Chaminade. Connolly is super impressive. You see why BU's all over him. So aggressive short stick on the ball.
Here's Daniel O'Connor. O'Connor to X. That passes off the mark. Tracked down well. Good effort by Connor Sheeran. How about another? That pass is picked off, and this would appear again, so unless it was the same player, this should be another 6-on-4 opportunity for Manhasset.
Coach Moran loves the physicality. You see here, over aggressive behind. They hit him in the head there. Little double team. Get another flag on the ground. Now, Coach Moran, you know, if there's another game, right, you're going to watch the film and be like, hey, fellas, we can't foul as much.
You would have thought,
but this is it.
That was a message from the St. Anthony's game, right? Like they got hurt in the EMO by St. Anthony's. These are a pair of 1-minute slashing penalties for Chaminade. Marchetta, 34, and Sean Connolly in as well. So 6-on-4.
Live and die by the aggressiveness. That play with an edge, and depends upon how the refs are going to see the game, and you can spend a lot of time in the box if you don't control your aggression.
So 6-on-4 for Manhasset. Arnold, good look to the crease, and Mondiello! And Mondiello at the crease capitalizes.
Good vision there. Arnold, high basketball IQ, feeds the post here with Mondiello. Right where he should be. He's the heart of this program, wearing 32 to honor Johnny Driscoll. Great finish there, catch, tuck it under the bar. Important goal for Manhasset.
Only the 8th of the year for Mondiello, who has missed most of the season with a hamstring injury. Ran out of the first midfield unit, but obviously with the hamstring being what it is, kind of rested, if you even want to call it rested, right? But at least less running on attack, and that's where he featured last game against
Great to see that.
7 defenders for Manhasset. That is one too many, so the flag flies. There's Balsamo. Balsamo up top to Cutton. Delayed penalty against Manhasset. That's Knapp, 26.
Good job of keep away by these shifty Chaminade offensive players. Not easy to chase these guys around, even with an extra guy.
Here's Cutton. Cutton cuts it in behind him. Hat trick for Cutton.
Number 2 is tough, man. They're running around like crazy. You kind of think they're not going to go to the hoop. They're kind of, trying to keep the possession and draw it out. Finally gets a free from the double teams, gets his hand free. Boom, stick has eyes, finishes it. Tremendous job getting his stick upfield and finishing it. It's difficult sometimes, even though you think, oh, you have an extra guy. But sometimes, you get a little bit, you're not quite sure. Guy comes out of a double team, and I've seen it more often than not when you think you should have a double team and the other team winds up scoring.
Ball, another face-off win. Brother faced off at Yale. Ball stays on, loses the ball. He'll go to UPenn.
Yes, Will Lynch, James Ball, and Machado Rodriguez, all Fogo All-Americans.
Wasn't it Rodriguez and Lynch splitting time that year for Chaminade?
It's just crazy. 2 of the most specialized positions, goalie and faceoff, Chaminade has dominated.
An injured flyer down, which is why we had at least a brief stoppage. So Cromie wants his guys up, and they will look to ride. Not the 10-man variety we saw at St. Joe's today against UVA, but you get a punt return clear by the running back of the football team, and Jack Tully.
Talk about speed. Oh, my God. Bucknell might look for him to jump on the track team.
Or at least do that straight away, right? 24, Sean Connolly inside now of the final minute of this third quarter. It has been all Chaminade here this evening. And Manhasset right now stuck on 2 goals, which was their number in the Woodstick, their low total in a single game this season. Balsamo to Lynch and O'Connor. Lynch. Feels like the only thing Chaminade's missing from these younger brothers is another Kavanaugh. As that one wide. That sidearm shot by Lynch.
Yeah, a lot of coaches will be happy with it. There's no more Kavanaugh, no more Cuttons, and no more Balsamos.
Here's Cutton with 7. Dumps it down low. I think that was O'Connor. Im takes it away, bounces it downfield, and Caputo makes sure it doesn't land in the back of his net. So 3 quarters in the books here. And this, the 15th annual Regs Rock, and Connor Cutton.
I mean, this is the game now. Low angle shooting. Stick up field. Finish it low. Tremendous shot. See a lot of that tonight and tomorrow in the NCAA tournament.
Chaminade by 6, fourth quarter, when we return on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
This is Jalen Brunson. You're watching Varsity Media.
High school sports fans, Varsity Media Pass is the exclusive live stream partner of Nassau County Playoffs. For semifinal and championship coverage of boys and girls lacrosse, flag football, and baseball, head to varsitymediapass.com to order. Varsity Media is the home for New York high school sports.
Are you a local business looking for new and creative ways to promote your company? Varsity Media offers affordable rates that can get your message across to a demographic of 18 to 54 years of age. Our follower base across social media is over 50,000 strong, and our viewership numbers per game are in the thousands. Don't blow your advertising budget on old staples like TV and radio media. Reach out to Varsity Media to get the best bang for your buck.
Jack.
Welcome back to Ed Walsh Field here on the campus of Manhasset High School. Fourth and final quarter of the Chaminade season. Coming up, the Flyers lead Manhasset 8-2 in this, the 15th edition of Regs Rock. You see the last 12 games, and you see here Chaminade the last 4. We mentioned that 2017 game, of course, Manhasset's last win. A couple meetings before that, obviously the COVID-19 global pandemic.
I saw a 3-2 there at the bottom. 3-2 final.
Ball again.
Just a dominating performance at the face-off X. As anticipated.
Gillis draws Mulholland.
We have a goalie change for Manhasset. Senior Liam Healy in the net. Right-hander, big kid, fills up the net. Different than him, who was left-handed.
So Healy gets a chance. As first shot he faces comes lefty from Balsamo. Asset ball. Big quarter here for Manhasset. Again, their season continues. It's their second season coming up next. They are the 3rd seed in Nassau B. Roslyn, their first opponent. Leader switches to his left, hands it off to Purcell.
So you're at that interesting time as a coach. You know, you want to get some momentum from this game for the playoff game against Roslyn, but you also got to start thinking about health and making sure you go into that game healthy. So interesting dynamic here for Coach Cromwell and his staff.
And you also figure there the score as well helps to influence those decisions. Low shot. That was Daniel O'Connor. Really good ground ball picked up.
A good take there by Doc, hit the pipe.
Colin picked up the ground ball. Purcell shoved to the ground. And now an unsettled situation. The one more and the finish by Gillis.
Tic-tac-toe for the Flyers. That's how it's done. And they're all coming back. Starts with D'Agostino. Cash it in.
Balsamo with 1 and 2. Gillis, his second and 34th of the season.
I mean, it looked easy, but it looked like he was behind the net. It's a slick finish by the lefty.
Lachlan Fitzpatrick tried to stop this ball train, but it continues to roll along.
Yeah, quick ball going to UPenn. UPenn, one of those teams that feels as though they got snubbed out of the NCAA tournament.
Rowan Collins trying to take it away. Good ball movement by the Flyers, attacking the crease, and the bouncer finds its way in. That is Cutton with his 4th.
His 4th with an assist from number 4, O'Connor. Just great ball movement here. Balsamo eats a check. Great find here on the backside by O'Connor. Crafty finish. Low bounce shot in tight. He's shown that he can shoot from range. He showed he can shoot from in tight, from low angles. Cutton's just that guy.
Delayed penalty. Look at Tully, the explosion. So we'll see what the flag is. It is offside against Manhasset. 32nd technical foul. Good step inside, getting top side. And another goal for Chaminade.
Ed Greer.
A chance of Eddie coming up.
Eddie. Runs through a check there from Mulholland on the man up. Gets that left hand free.
I've got a lot of names on my Chaminade chart, and Eddie's not one of them. So well done, young man.
From the applause, he's definitely a crowd favorite.
He is a fan favorite, no doubt.
Good take, good move. Senior from Atlantic Beach.
And here we go, first face-off win. Huge credit there to Colin as Manhasset will take a timeout. We mentioned that Mondiello special 32, but there's a few special numbers, of course, here at Manhasset. Number 44 for Ryan Keese, the number 4 for Michael Farrell, and of course, 2 young men who died way too young.
Yeah, just horrible, right? Keese played at Scranton. Good friend of a Oyster Bay kid that I had that played for me. Horrible tragedy. Farrell, the Farrell boys, UPenn, just tremendous family, both academically and athletically. Just hate to see it, and it's great to see that these forever, right? Manhasset will honor 32, 44, and 4 for their service and keep them in their memory forever.
Yeah, so it's Mondiello, 32, and Mulholland, 44, and Patrick Arnold, number 4 this year. And, you know, on one side of it, like you said, listen, you wish you didn't have all of these numbers, right? Because it means that you've dealt with loss and tragedy here in Manhasset. But I think that's the way to go about it. Instead of retiring a number, you hand it off, you continue to tell their story, and their legacy remains alive.
For sure. And in the brochure, too, in loving memory, right? Chaminade High School graduates killed in the War on Terror. You got James Regan, Mike LaCalzi, and Ronnie Winchester, all killed in action, defending this great country of ours.
So Daniel O'Connor off the timeout.
We have some changes for Chaminade. Some backup polls are in. It's like a goalie change as well.
We'll get you those as we get an opportunity.
Yeah, the goalie is Alex Dirks, number 15. Real solid goalie, right-hander.
Here's O'Connor. O'Connor and Dirks into the game, makes the save. Doesn't get the clear, though. Makes another save.
Great job by him, senior.
And when you play the national schedule that Chaminade does, there's not many opportunities for Dirks and others like this to step into a game.
Dirks is a tremendous goalie. I don't have it in notes here, but pretty sure he's going to go on and play somewhere in college. You know, second, third, fourth goalie on Chaminade, you can start on a lot of programs on Long Island.
Yeah, I think the coaches who recruit are like, wait, how many goalies went on and did what? Oh, Entenmann is okay. Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, how about you have Brendan Krebs, right, who's playing in the PLL, went to Manhattan. He was a backup for a long time. Jack Zulo played St. Joe's and Notre Dame. These kids can all play. Give him another one. I don't know if it hit the pipe or Dirks will give another save.
He'll get a few more opportunities this time, though. Beschel buries it behind him.
Yeah, Beschel, big junior going to Holy Cross. Soft hands. Good finish there. Yeah, good feed here. That's Petroselli finding him, finishes it, cannons it.
Yeah, so Marco Petroselli with the assist. Oh, yeah, that was back to my story I was saying with Cromie. Like, I've said this a few times because I love the way that he says it, and he says of Marco Petroselli, cocky and arrogant as can be, but in a good way.
You need that to play this game.
As a freshman, right?
Especially with some of the teams they play.
So Manhasset, they could start to look ahead, as you said, right? Roslyn, their next opponent, they are not in any way, shape, or form looking past Roslyn, but it does bear to say that should they win that game, and if things hold true to seeding, we'd have another Woodstick Classic in the semifinals at Hofstra. Manhasset and Garden City, the 2 and 3 seeds in Class B this year. It's Southside, the number 1 seed.
Manhasset played Roslyn the first game of the year, and the score surprised a lot of people. It was 10-7. When you look at the stats, Roslyn won a lot of those face-offs with Ethan Goldberg, so they have a week to figure this out. You never know what play will spark something. Beschel's goal there might put him on a heater for the week and come in hot against Roslyn and perhaps into a matchup against Garden City.
Connor Sheeran out to Beschel. Step down shot wide by Leader, and all those games again we'll have for you on Varsity Media Pass.
I just got a text.
All right.
Dirks, he's going to Tufts. That one of the best teams in Division III, so he can play, my man.
Malazzo lowers the shoulder. Petroselli spins it the other way. Physicality doesn't stop.
You see the 41, that's Gavin Duran, sophomore, known for being very good off the ground, and you see why.
He went pole to pole there. Got knocked out.
It's like 16 John DiMaggio out there for Chaminade.
Three is Connolly.
Yeah, my phone's blowing up. Everyone wants a pizza review, Dill. No food tonight.
Not tonight. Defense by Manhasset. Takeaway. And set, out, and running.
Matt and Franco for Manhasset.
And Franco the feed. 55 was Joe Malazzo. As we're inside the final 3 minutes of this fourth quarter. It's Beschel. Another flag flies. Should be a trip against Manhasset.
Good hard cut there by Petroselli. Ball gets on the ground. Just riding hard, trying to make a play. Connor Sheeran.
So man up here for the Flyers. 32nd
opportunity for somebody to get their name in Newsday.
That shot at the crease, wide of the mark. Owen Cilio with the shot. That's a high heater, good save.
Nice save by Healy. Senior. His last save on his home field, maybe.
Healy the Wingate commit. And that one is a goal, and you could see what it means, right, to the guys who are now on the bench watching some of the reserves get their time to shine.
Peter Hortzman from Lindenhurst. Little ride back here. Little loose change off the ground. Little scrum for it. Picks it up. Little hockey to himself. Shoots it low.
That was a tough one because the stick check was there. Good strength shown there.
Yeah, he goosed it to himself and got a G. Put it on your highlight film.
Ryan Richter on the face-off violation gets the face-off win. That shot blocked in front. We'll go back to Dirks. Beschel, the Shaq-like rejection. Go sideline to sideline. Gets it to Tristan Chang coming out of the box. We're inside the final minute now of the fourth quarter.
There he is.
Beschel.
Beschel. 2 goals down the stretch. That's big for him. That's someone that Coach Cromwell really needs in this playoff run if Manhasset's going to make a deep one. 2 goals in the fourth quarter. High bouncer. You see Dirks go down. Ball go up. Good shot. Beshel. Holy Cross commit.
And that could be a good sign going forward, right? 3 goals coming into the game, 2 on the night.
Huge. You never know what, these are kids, right? It's a confidence game. 2 goals on a Saturday night can bring a lot of confidence to you.
So final 45 seconds of this one as Chaminade will extend their Regs Rock lead to 10-5. And you just love the battle level down the stretch here, don't you, Soap?
Yeah, no quit. A lot of these guys probably haven't gotten that much time. Clip it, put it on your highlight film.
You feel for the 12-4 is the final as they take the 15th annual Regs Rock Lacrosse Day for Heroes in memory of the late, great Jimmy Regan.
It's a long season, and Manhasset's definitely had to deal with their share of injuries, right, and down the stretch, Chaminade as well. You have a whole summer to rest and get back for next year. Seniors going on to colleges, right, rest up and get on campus and make a name for yourself.
So while the Chaminade season ends at 11-4, the Manhasset season, as the Indians now 10-6, will continue. As the 2 teams go through the handshake line. A lot of respect here, of course, for both of these proud programs.
Very physical game, very aggressive game. Means a lot to both communities. There's probably a bunch of young kids sitting in the bleachers thinking Chaminade, St. Anthony, Chaminade, Manhasset. A lot of Manhasset boys go to Chaminade. So big win for Chaminade. Their season for next year starts now, and they're going to be loaded coming back.
Time now for our Speed Island Speedy play of the game. Improve your speed with Onyx Salva and team, located in Garden City. Visit speedislandny.com to book your session today. And this is a first of our kind, Soap. This is not a goal off of this Speed Island Speedy play of the game.
It's just a clear, right? Jack Tully, Jack Flash, Jack Rabbit, whatever you want to say. Just look. I don't know what he runs a 40 in, but it's got to be. And he turns it on again. Look at just different gears. The entire field, 100+ yards, no problem. The blink of an eye. Speed kills, and Tully, Bucknell commit, has speed to burn.
And he's got a boatload of that. Showed it in the football season, and of course also shows it here in the lacrosse season. Jack Tully, in his final high school lacrosse game, gets the Speed Island Speedy play of the game. We'll take a quick break, and we'll have the Bowie 4 post-game show when we return right here on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Dante does it again! Defensive play. Dante Pizarro. Illico ties it up.
By Yeso steps up and score.
A jump shot for Nell.
Are you a local business looking for new and creative ways to promote your company? Varsity Media offers affordable rates that that can get your message across to a demographic of 18 to 54 years of age. Our follower base across social media is over 50,000 strong, and our viewership numbers per game are in the thousands. Don't blow your advertising budget on old staples like TV and radio media. Reach out to Varsity Media to get the best bang for your buck.
High school sports fans, Varsity Media Pass is the exclusive live stream partner of Nassau County Playoffs. For semifinal and championship coverage of boys and girls lacrosse, flag football, and baseball, head to varsitymediapass.com to order. Varsity Media is the home for New York high school sports.
Hey sports fans, did you know Varsity Media live stream broadcasts get viewed by college coaches nationwide? Through our announcers' storytelling and insight on your athletes, we can help your players get an edge on college recruiting. Find out how by reaching out to Varsity Media today, 516-403-2050, or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Did you just have the best athletic year of your life, and now you want to show it off to college coaches? Well, let Varsity Media help you. Varsity Media's college recruiting videos show off your unique skills to help you land a spot on the team of your dream school. We'll provide music, spot shadow effects, and a link to send to your next coach. Contact us today for more information. Don't rely on word of mouth or cold emails. Let Varsity Media help you take your game to the next level.
Back here at Manhasset High School, Chaminade wins the 15th edition of Regs Rock 12-4. Time now for the Bowie 4 postgame show, where 6 childhood friends from Long Island who grew up together on and around the water, they developed a special connection to the serenity that the water provides. That's where the Bowie 4 mantra was born. We choose the water. And with every purchase made, they donate a portion of the proceeds to water conservation groups. Bowie 4 offers a full range of apparel and accessories for team stores, corporate gear, and fundraising initiatives. All of our products are designed, created, and printed on site. Buoy up your wardrobe. Get your limited edition game day hoodie for 24 hours at www.bowie4.com. See you out on the open waters. And Brian Soper, the guy who had some smooth sailing on those waters here, is Connor Cutton. He is our Bowie 4 player of the game. And Connor, first off, I mean, listen, obviously a difficult loss, and it's hard to kind of rebound off of that, but you're wearing the shirt, the Army Ranger Lead the Way shirt. I'd imagine, there's no game like Regs Rock to bounce back from a tough loss like that.
Yeah, obviously, it's a tough loss. St. Anthony's is a great rivalry, but this game is something special, and it's something that, we all look forward to, and it's a really big purpose. So, we always go out hard, and we want to do it for Jimmy.
Talk about this young, talented attack for you guys with yourself, Gillis, and Balsamo. Talk about your chemistry and maybe how it's developed over the course of the season.
Yeah, it's great. We'll all be back next year. We've been playing. We all play Express. I've been playing with John since like 6th grade. He played up, and Gillis. We all really have good chemistry, and they're great players. So it's really fun.
Gillis with 2, Balsamo with 1 and 2, and you had yourself a day today. 4 goals in a game like this. Again, the loss, I'm sure, from St. Anthony's is going to sting, but rarely, and we said it on the broadcast, rarely do you have a chance, to play another game after a championship. Usually a championship game, that's it, right? And this is the opportunity the last couple of years for you guys, and I'd imagine you kind of go out on a nice high going into the club lacrosse season now.
Yeah, definitely. This game is so special, and we all really want to just go out and play hard, and it's definitely a great end to the season.
Just the scouting report, watching, in terms of the people who scout you guys as players, 5-star, calling you the best passer in the class. I've seen you a couple times this year. I'm really impressed at your shooting. Is that something that you've worked on, your low-angle shooting especially, in terms of not just being known as a passer but also as a shooter?
Yeah, definitely. I work really hard in the off-season. I'm not one of the biggest guys, so I got to find other ways to score, and I think definitely my low angle shooting is one of my best attributes.
Well, your brother, and while it is the end of the season, Soap, for the Flyers, it is playoff time now.
Let's go.
In Nassau and Suffolk County, and again, a reminder that the 2024 Nassau playoffs all right here on Varsity Media. It'll be varsitymediapass.com to order. We've got the biggest games in boys and girls lacrosse, flag football. I almost said field hockey, but that's coming it's another season, and of course baseball as well. Go to varsitymediapass.com to order. So that'll do it as we close another chapter of one of the most anticipated games, certainly in the lacrosse season. It's in memory of the great Jimmy Regan, and his Flyers won this one here in Manhasset. So that'll do it here from Ed Walsh Field. For our entire Varsity Media crew, our executive producer, Ben Turchin. Our technical director is Chris Sweeney. For Ron Pierre, Becca Kazaks, bringing you all the moving images. For Mike Hungerford out in San Diego, bringing us the stats. For my broadcast partner, Brian Soper, Dylan Butler, thanking you for joining us from Manhasset. We look forward to seeing you next time right here on the Varsity Media Sports Network.